welcome back to my channel. On our last trip to Rome, we decided to take a little day trip to Tivoli to see Villa d'Este and Villa Adriana, so I will be showing you what a fun and easy day trip this is. Our last day in Italy, and we decided to get out of the city and go to Hadrian's Villa. Took the train out here. We almost didn't make it because the brakes or something were smoking, but everything was okay, and here we are. Really not sure where to go. We're just following the people.
Pretty British.
Yeah, except for all the tagging and stuff on the stairs.
Cool.
Wow. Lovely. You can catch a train from Rome's Termini station to Tivoli's Tiburtina station. And it's a simple and also probably the most economical way to get to Tivoli, but you could also drive or take a cab or Uber. After about an hour, we arrived in Tivoli. When you arrive at the train station, it's about a 25-minute walk to the center of town where you will find Villa d'Este. Are we there yet?
We arrived at Villa d'Este.
Oh, so this must be Villa d'Este. So this is how we go in, I guess.
Yep. See, now this is my kind of line.
Well, don't say that. Who knows? Villa d'Este is a beautiful 16th century villa that is renowned for its terraced Italian Renaissance gardens and an abundance of fountains. This villa is now an Italian museum and is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We started our tour in the gallery where they had a small art exhibit set up. I believe this area of the villa often has a rotating gallery, so there may be something different here when you decide to visit. Next, you can walk around inside the villa. We found amazing, detailed grottos and just incredible frescoed walls and ceilings that depict stories from mythology, history, and the Bible. What is it?
Redoing the floor, they found all this underneath, and that's what the floor used to look like on the old villa when they built this on top.
Oh.
So that was the first floor.
What I want to know is like how long did it take them to paint all these walls? Like every room is covered in paintings. It's crazy. The villa was commissioned by Cardinal Ippolito II d'Este, who was the second son of the Duke of Ferrara. The Este family was known for being patrons of the arts, and Ippolito was no exception. D'Este dreamed of becoming pope one day, and he was a papal candidate 5 times. Though he was never selected, he was named lifetime governor of Tivoli in 1549, which gave him jurisdiction over Hadrian's villa, which was being excavated at the time, but we will get to that in the later part of this vlog.
This is the grand view of the garden.
Tivoli was a popular summer residence for Roman rulers and nobility since ancient times, dating back to the Roman Empire. It was a favorite place to build villas as the climate was a bit cooler than Rome due to the elevation here. I had like 5 different ball gowns that I could change into and just like run around here. So stunning. Wow. Look at those waterfalls. One fun fact that I found out about this place that I love is that Franz Liszt, one of my favorite composers, occupied the top floor of the Villa d'Este from 1865 until his death in 1886. I can't even imagine living here. It must be a dream. The massive gardens required dramatic innovation of hydraulic engineering to provide sufficient water supply throughout the park. All this water you see is supplied by that river that you saw at the beginning of the vlog. Villa d'Este is most known for its incredible collection and system of fountains. It has 51 fountains, 398 water spouts, 364 water jets, 64 waterfalls, 220 basins fed by 875 meters of canals, channels, and cascades, And get this, it all works entirely by force of gravity without the use of any pumps. The gardens and fountains in Villa d'Este had a huge impact on future gardens in Europe. Walking around the grounds here is breathtaking and such an amazing retreat for the day. Wow. I would advise that you do wear comfortable shoes when visiting the villa, as there is quite a bit of walking you will do, and as the gardens are situated on the side of a hill, some of that walking can feel a bit like a hike. You definitely won't regret making a day trip out here, as these gardens are a must-see. See, honey, you're not the only dude that has to take pictures for their lady. Alright, so after you leave Villa d'Este, you gotta walk through this square, and there will be a bus stop right up here. Next, we wanted to go see Villa Adriana, or HADRIAN'S villa. To get there, you will need to take the line 4 bus, and you can grab bus tickets in any of the tobacco shops in town. We're here at the Villa Adriana now, which is HADRIAN'S villa. We learned that the hard way. It's the same thing. Where should we go? The nice thing about coming here is there's like nobody out here. It's so peaceful. Nice change from Rome, which is freaking crazy. People everywhere. Just a nice little country getaway. One day I'll travel in practical shoes, but not today. Here is a really cool model of what HADRIAN'S villa looked like back in its prime.
Pickle?
This one's a lot more old than Villa d'Este. Oh wow. Shit. You okay?
Stepped on a gecko, that's what it was.
A gecko?
Stepped on it, I was like, oh. Yeah, I go off the beaten path and I almost kill something.
It's a little turtle in the water. Hi, turtle.
The best life for the turtle.
So I did a little research on the train here. And this is where Emperor Hadrian built for his vacation home to escape the craziness of Rome, because it was crazy back then too, apparently. Then he eventually just like hated the palace. It was on Palatine Hill, so he just lived here permanently. Eventually he ruled the Roman Empire from here. Pretty cool. And these ruins are really cool. Check it out. I also read in my Wikipedia research that they took a lot of the marble from this villa to build the other villa that we just saw. That's why you see like it kind of chipped away.
Adrian's villa. And then around here, if you take on your right, you can find broken grass and some old architecture. Let's check that out. Now come with me and we'll make sure that you check out everything else that's beautiful here.
Hadrian's villa was built sometime during the 2nd and 3rd decades of the 2nd century AD, so this place is pretty old. As you've probably noticed, this area is very beautiful and picturesque, which contributed to its popularity as a location for villas and rural retreats. This complex contains over 30 buildings in a classical Greek and Roman architecture, but it also contains structures of many different cultures that Emperor Hadrian had seen and visited in his travels across the empire. Certain buildings clearly attempt to recreate specific features of landscapes or architecture that had personal significance to the emperor. Just trying to imagine what this place would have looked like back in the day. Like, wow, it's just so grand and like huge. They probably had some really killer parties here, for sure. The little turtle that could. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah, he made it. Good job, turtle. As I mentioned earlier, the architecture and design reflected different places Emperor Hadrian had visited. This area is known as the Canopus, which is a recreation of a resort that was near Alexandria in ancient Egypt. And this long, narrow pool is meant to represent the Nile River. The statues you see around it are different gods and characters from Egyptian mythology. Of the two villas, babe, which one did you like the best?
Oh, that's so hard to say. I like them both for their own different ways. I mean, the first one was very beautiful. Mm-hmm. And then Adriana's place is just massive.
Right.
Completely massive and just unbelievable. And I wonder what it looked like 2,000 years ago. So that being said, I mean, the architecture, what this thing would have looked like back in the day would have been mind-blowing.
I agree.
So, but current day, now the other place was very beautiful with all those fountains. And the view was great.
They're both worth seeing, and you can pretty much do them in like a couple hours. What do we spend? How long?
We did an hour and a half in the first one and an hour and a half here, so 3 hours.
Yeah. So
we just putzed around and had a nice walk, and it was nice. It's so quiet, and you're out, feel like you're in a nature hike with 2,000-year-old relics.
So yeah, you could do them both in the same day. Definitely check them both out.
We'll have to get away from everybody, so I highly recommend it.
Well, I don't know what it's like on a normal day. Could have its busy times, but
today was beautiful.
Today we got lucky. There was nobody here, or barely anybody the other way too. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, see you guys in the next video. Ciao. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you check out our other Italy vlogs. I will link them down in the description box below, and you can hit that subscribe button for more awesome travel content just like this.